If class gets you respect and charm gets you remembered, when you combine both of them, that's when you become unforgettable. In this video, let's go over 5 quick tips that you can do to help elevate you on your level up journey by combining class and charm. That way you can become more magnetic in all social situations. Let's go. So let's start with someone's first initial impression of you. When you first meet someone or first walk into a room, unfortunately you will be judged. Dressing elegantly is only part of it. Most of it comes down to body language. So the 3 areas to focus on is posture, movement, and warmth. Posture is the easiest fix. It really is whether you're sitting or standing, back straight, shoulders back, and head lifted. A slight lift to your chin is going to look more elegant because it'll make your neck look more graceful, and it looks better in photos as well. Next is movement. You want slow, intentional movements. Nothing too fast. Moving gracefully is like a dance. It just flows, which is why it's so captivating to watch. So slow down your movements and your gestures. Then bring in the warmth. You can do this through humor, through wit, if you're good at telling stories. This is because when you're trying to act more classy or more graceful or elegant, sometimes it can come off as cold and uninviting. So you want to bring that warmth back in, that charm. The easiest way to do this is with eye contact, with a smile, and not just a fake smile. Make sure it reaches your eyes. You want to have that genuine smile. If you combine all 3, posture, movement, and warmth, that is how you own a room without saying a word. And if you want a really quick power tip, take 1 or 2 seconds before you say something. Let's move on to when you're having a conversation with somebody. You've got to remember that a good conversation is like a dance where both people take turns. It's not just one person monopolizing the conversation, because that would be a lecture. So actively engage and listen to the other person, and do ask questions. You don't want to just fire questions at somebody like you're interviewing them though. That can come off as rude. Just be naturally curious in whatever topic or whatever you're talking about, or just in them generally. And then you add your own thoughts and so on, like a dance. If you're not educated on the topic or whatever you're discussing, that's actually not a bad thing. That gives you an opportunity to ask questions, really good questions. People love talking about things that they know. And if you do know a lot about the subject, then don't outshine the other person, even if you're an expert in it. I know it's tempting to correct somebody when they say something incorrect, but the graceful thing and the classy thing is not to make them feel wrong or stupid. I know, but you want to be warm and charming. So let's move on to stepping up that charm. The key to being charming and irresistible to other people is to make them feel seen and heard. One of the quickest ways that you can do this is by using their name. This comes from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People, the classic from Dale Carnegie. Still really good and relevant, but people love hearing their name on somebody else's lips. Now, don't overdo it, of course, but once or twice within the conversation, just say their name. Oh, Tracy, that makes so much sense. And secondly, if you get a chance to compliment them just once, the best compliments are those that are not so obvious at first. Usually after talking with somebody, you will find something that you like about them. Use that and try to make it about them specifically, not just some general compliment that you've been practicing. Really notice the other person. That will make them feel seen, and that is charming. Next, practice reading the room and somebody's emotional state. This absolutely can be taught, and it's something that you will learn as you socialize more. So watch for their body language, their facial expressions, their tone of voice, just to see how they're reacting to what you're saying. That way, once you understand their intent or their emotional state, you can change your response accordingly. If you're unsure about how the other person is feeling, then just pull back a little bit, keep your posture strong and your tone of voice warm. That way you can keep some of that elegant power while you figure out what they're feeling or how they're responding. The best move in these situations is not to compete for attention, as that can sometimes make you look desperate and that isn't classy, but just to be present, listen, and know when to hold back. If you're really unsure but you can sense something is off, then graceful silence is a lot more powerful than nervous rambling. But the final tip is all about you, because above all, always prioritize your own self-respect. You don't have to compromise or involve yourself in situations or conversations that don't align with your own values. You're not there for the approval of somebody else, and you're not there to people please. You always want to keep that class and integrity. The reason why charm and class can go so well together is that it is grounded in self-respect. And that's why it's magnetic. You get to stay kind, but stick to your values. So if you must exit a conversation before it drains you, you can say no with a smile, and it's more of a power move to hold your emotions in rather than show your anger or your contempt. You get to stay strong and keep that class and grace. And that is powerful. So classiness and charm, they complement each other. Portraying yourself as classy will give you that structure and respect, but that charm, bringing back that warmth and personality, that is what's going to make you unforgettable. And that, my darlings, is that girl energy, but with a classy twist.